to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. This evening, we've got a matchup out of the NL Central Division between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he can throw strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. He's hit 7 home runs in his last 10 games. I mean, he's carrying the entire offense right now. When you see a guy like this on this kind of a hot streak, you've got to stop and see what he does.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting third, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. His matchup numbers with Hendricks is 4 for 13. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Ready with another 0-2.
You know what? Give this guy some credit out there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Happ will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Kwang Young Kim is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
And now the first pitch. Javier Baez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
Williams is there to put it away for out number 1. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's hit in 8 straight games right now. Talk about fun to watch. putting together a single here, a double there, doing all the things you need to do to keep this streak alive.
He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 1 home run, 9 driven in. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. Now he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Kim is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still no score. Here's Matt Carpenter. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
For the Cardinals, the third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Got him.
Wow.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Now at the plate, Paul DeYoung. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off it.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Next to hit, Andrew Kisner. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a great inning as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ.
The center fielder, Ian.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Ian Happ is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Wilson Contreras comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought us good stuff in this one.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And he fouls this one off. Bottom of the second here with no score. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
The payoff pitch one more time. High in the air out to center field. Bader is there. 2 gone.
Batting 6. The first
Anthony
baseman.
Rizzo stands in now.
Anthony.
Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Bounce it to the left side. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. So stepping in is Edmundo Sosa. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Here he comes again, 1-2. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Outside and a full count, 3-2. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, and even 20 home runs and 61 RBIs. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And this is strike 3 call. Make it 5 straight punch-outs. 2 away now.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
In now, Kwang Young Kim. Fouled away. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The windup and the 0-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. out towards second. Fielded by Sogard. He'll whip this one first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's Jake Marisnick, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good reels.
さあ、どの時点でどうなるかやな。このままなしでいくんか。途中でなるか。
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Hayward playing here in his age 31 season. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments. You don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Kyle Hendricks is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike
動
one.
いとるっちゃ動いとるか。あれ動いてないんか。ついてないな。
And he misses with it. 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Here now the 2-2. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. At the plate now is Justin Williams. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Opposite field to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batting.
Next to stand in is Austin Dean. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And that is swung on and missed. He's got strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Now at the plate here is Harrison Bader. Flew out last time up. Hit to first. Rizzo was there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. into the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. And that brings up Javi Baez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0.
コオロギさん、コオロギさとみさんですか。
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really...
No chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
あら、怪我してもた。ショート怪我ですわ。あれで怪我。怪しいメガネ。あれで怪我するってよっぽどやばかったんですね。横跳びで怪我をするっていう。よっぽど疲労が溜まっとったんか。体調は万全やったけど、当たりどこが悪かったんですな。
Hard hit at third.
Yeah.
Taken in by Carpenter. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup.
頭はどっちだ。猫野郎さん。
But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The third baseman.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Matt Carpenter.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Fouled away. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another try at 2-2. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4. That brings in Tommy Edman. His matchup He's gone just 2 for 15. From the stretch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
トミー・エドマン。このピッチャーシンカーやたら投げてくるな。さすがシンカー男。ほぼシンカーばっかり。エドモンド、ホンダ。またチェンジ。ほとんどまた低めばっかりで。ボール球を振らそうとする。あいやー、当たらんのかい。最後はまたカーブか。
You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Andrew Kisner is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Left side. Lions got it. There's Sogard for one.
ダブルプレイ。
And it's a double play sideways.
ダメだこりゃ。
That's how you roll it. 5 to 4 to 3. A double play sends us to break. More from the. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The catcher, Wilson. John Claret.
Now the first pitch.
ひとしきりドタドタ走り回ってこたつに入れる猫。
Into
the corner and slicing foul.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2.
よいしょ。
And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Up next to the Cubs.
So one gun in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. And it's fouled away. One out, nobody on. Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating feeling really
うわお、あれストライクって。あんな低めを。ようストライク言いましたな、あんな。どう見てもボールでしょ。完全に外れてる。ダイイングはクエストの半分がパルクール。ああ。走り回って。登るわ降りるわで。あれも意外と寄ってきますからね、やりすぎたら。わお。
Cubs are down in order. Sixth inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Now to bat, Edmundo Sosa. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Sosa.
Count 1-0. Now the 1-0.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
当たらん。 あお。落としよった、落としよった。
And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. First time up, he went down looking. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held
なかなか打てんですな。
He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
No.
That's a base hit into center field.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Standing in now, Kwang Young Kim, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. As a look, now the pitch.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count. Got him.
いや
8 strikeouts now.
タイミングが合わん。
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
これまたフルトボールで。
As he swings and misses at that one, it's 0-1.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows
いやこれまたボール。
executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
Here's the 0-2. Ground ball left.
またダブルプレー。
To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Cards leave 1. We are still scoreless. Ready to go for the last half of the inning.
早めの準備するか。
Jason Hayward.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dean has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And with one away, let's give a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Kyle Hendricks will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Williams in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
なんとか抑えてますけど。 6回まで来たか。よっしゃ。
3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Ready now is Austin Dean. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when Bolts.
あー、いったー。
And everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly.
これは捉えた。
Solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing.
ようやく打った。
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Redbirds. In for strike 2. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside. 2-2. And did he hold that time? Look down and no, he went around. It's strike 3. 1 gone for the Redbirds in the 7th, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. Out in front, this is fouled into the seats. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter. Now the 2-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 1 out, nobody on. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in Tommy Edman. Here's a sinker to start.
さあ、エドマンド・ホンダさん。
At that one either, it's 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
2 balls and a strike. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1. Andrew Kisner is on deck. Full count now, 3-2, and through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning, so he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Andrew Kisner is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Carpenter at second. Edman at first. 1 gone. Down the line at third. Fielded cleanly, and indeed will not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And now in the box, Edmundo Sosa. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. Two guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out.
3-2 full count. Second and third, 2 away. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he
さ
gets
すがに
up the base
監
hit
督
right
出て
here,
きた。
it could get real ugly.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Robert Stock answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. So now to the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 0 for 8. First pitch coming. Here it is.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, bases juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You can bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a 5-run inning in a hurry.
2-1. Here it is. Down the first base line. This will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Even at 2-2. The pitch.
Short goal.
Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over.
結局打てずか。
1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring in utility.
さあ、準備はできとるから。
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Swings through it for strike number 2. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And this will wind up a foul ball. Lifted into the air out toward center field. Bader is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Now to the plate, here is Chris Bryant. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Grounded up the first baseline. And a foul ball here, 0-1.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
This ball will be chopped foul. And
No.
he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts.
さあ、あと1アウト。
You can tell by their approach that to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Ian Happ is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. And outfield grass, it's a base hit.
ライトゴロならんかったか。2安打目。この回は投げてもらいましょうか。ああ、切り替えから。
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball on both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed. As they make the play. Cubs strand one. They still trail 1-0.
ちょうど回ってきてたんや。
Dylan Carlson is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the eighth. First pitch of the AB on its way as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. 249 the average coming in, 11 home runs and 22 RBIs. Hit to third, reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter.
Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point.
Now back
to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Justin Williams. He's 0 for 3 so far. Tyler O'Neill steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with one gone in the inning. First pitch on its way. As he'll take a cold strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Stock is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. Lifted in the air out to right.
ああ、越えた。そのまま三塁へ。
And he will make it into third with a one-out triple.
He gave it all he had out there in right field, but he just couldn't quite catch up to it. I liked the effort with the leap, but once it got down, he was off to the races and into third.
Austin Dean will stand in to try it again, already with one home run of the ball game, and on cue. There it was, back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. 0-1 the count. As a look, now the pitch. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. O'Neill stands at third with one gone in the inning. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Harrison Bader waits on deck. He got him.
Wow.
Probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Striding in is Harrison Bader. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
He's set and the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. And that ends the inning. One left for the Cardinals. They lead it 1-0. Tyler O'Neill will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing
さあ、帰るか。
Tyler O'Neill.
Andrew Miller is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Andrew Miller.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Pops this one up.
ああ、取れんのかい。今の取れてないか。
0-2, here it comes. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Dean comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Cardinals are into their bullpen now as they're on the final numbers for their starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Hey, what a great job of mixing speeds and mixing up his pitches. 2 hits allowed in this one. Dominant performance.
0 for 2 for him to this point.
7時20分か。
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now
よっしゃ。
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Now batting. Right
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. Carries a .308 batting average. 1 ball, no strikes to count. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Bader will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Brandon Workman will come on to pitch now, so move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. David Bodie will also come on now, so move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. It was a walk in his last trip. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Fouled away. Fouled off. He'll try again. 1-2. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Tommy Edman will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
2度満3
Here's
か。
Tommy Edman. It was a walk in his last trip. Now here's the first offering. And it's
さあ、もう9回ですよ、もう。このまま終わるのか延長か。
0-1 delivery. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
ナックルボールか。いやー、入ってんかい。
So now here is Andrew Kisner. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Yadier Molina will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. From the stretch. Comes in with that average down in the 240s. 5 homers, 13 RBIs. Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now behind 0-2. Chopped at third. Tough to get to. Scooped up. There's Sogard for 1.
Double play.
It's a double play. Side retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Nothing further in the Cardinal ninth. Last chance coming up now for the Cubbies. They trail here 1-0. Yadier Molina will stay in the ballgame, taking over the catching duties behind the plate.
Number 4.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set and the 0-1.
しまった。ピッチャー変えるの忘れとったわ。このバッターまで。見ました。
Here's Javier Baez. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's 1 for 5. Giovanni Gallegos comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save.
Giovanni Gallegos.
And now the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far. And what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him. They're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one.
あと1アウト。
Nice effort turned in by the starter. These days,
いやー、あれストライクってすごいな。あんなボール球を。
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hit on the ground, but
right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
The Cubs are down to their final strike here.
よっしゃ。取れんのかい。
He'll get it into second.
際どいな。さあ、3番か。話し合いへ。よっしゃ。
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Chris Ryan stands in as he looks at a called strike.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here.
終了。なんとかゼロか。
よいしょ。Jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Kwang Young Kim earns win number 7 on the season as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Kyle Hendricks is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First.
これでやっと連敗止まったか。3連敗でストップか。やっと次の試合終わったら、オールスターか。91試合後で終わるか。よいしょ。貯金が20か。3.5。まあいい感じで。さあ、では。別赤で書いとくか。よいしょ。